Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Whiteley and welcome into Golf Central on YouTube. Lee Westwood's been in competition 2 weeks in a row, finishing second at Bay Hill and at the Players last week, showing that there is all sorts of life left in golfers after the age of 40. One player keeping an eye on Westie's performance was Adam Scott, who has won at the Honda Classic before, and he talked with our own Kira K. Dixon.
Pretty beaten up. It's pretty hard courses every week at the moment, and you know, the Florida stretch has now become notorious for difficult courses, and this is certainly no exception, maybe the most difficult of the lot. So we're in for a tough week this week, and I think more than anything you just need to be mentally prepared for what's to come around the bear trap later in the week.
Well, you have had tremendous success here. You've also learned that PGA National can bite back.
Sure.
What are you expecting out of your game to do well this week?
You know, I'd like to see my long game progress a little bit. It's not been very good, and it's been letting me down. Fortunately, my short game is really good and sharp because I've had a lot of practice at it lately. But in the big scheme of things, you know, I need to hit a few more fairways and a few more greens and give myself a few more looks, because there's probably going to be some bogeys this week, which is okay, but you've got to have plenty of birdies to make up for it.
So you turned 40 last year. You've made no secret about all the things that you still want to accomplish in your game. Seeing what Lee Westwood has been able to do at 47, is that inspiring to you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, there are good examples. I mean, Phil Mickelson as well has been competitive up until his 50s on the tour, and Lee at 47. And the one thing they have in common, other than being great players, is they've really had a focus on their physique and stayed physically fit and strong and able to swing the golf club how they want to. And so, you know, that's certainly going to have to be a focus for me the next few years as well.
Now, inspired by the Ryder Cup, a new event has been created for 2022 called the World Champions Cup, featuring Hall of Famers and legends of the sport. It will be a 3-team event with Team USA, Team Europe and Team World. Jim Furyk, Darren Clarke and Ernie Els will captain the teams in next year's competition, and they're all looking forward to it.
Well, I think, you know, I look back on my career, I look back at the Ryder Cups I was involved with, the President's Cups I was involved with, the fact that I got to represent my country, to play on a team. Those are some of my best memories in the game. Those are some of my best memories of my career. And so having the opportunity to do that as a senior or a Champions Tour player, and now have, you know, the best players in the world over 50, whether it's the United States, whether it's an international contingent, whether it's the European players, it just sounds like a fun event. So I'm just excited to be able to play, to have been asked to play in this format. You know, it might be a little bit loose maybe the first couple of days, but I can promise you on Sunday when it's on the line, things will get tight and things will get you know, kind of nervy, and guys are going to be trying to win. You know, that's what we've done our whole careers, and believe me, this is exactly the same that's going to happen. Yeah, there's some real great champions are going to be playing in this event. It'll be the who's who of golf of our generation, and I think the fans will tune in, and you know, I think it'll be a big deal come Sunday. It's nice to be captain again, and you know, to represent Europe and indeed be selected as captain of Europe is a huge honour for me for an inaugural competition. It's going to be incredibly exciting.
Meanwhile, over on the European Tour, Antoine Rozner coming off a thrilling win at the Qatar Masters after draining a 60-foot putt on the final hole for the one-stroke victory. It's Rozner's second career win and moves him up to 63rd in the world rankings. I spoke to him today about his recent hot streak. You've been playing so well recently, 2 wins in your last 6 tournaments and another top 10 finish in that span as well. Only your second full year on the European Tour. Now, for golf fans over here in the States, tell us about some of the strengths of your game and what part of your game has been really working recently.
Well, I think my long game has been very solid the last 2 years. My driving off the tee is quite good. I hit the ball quite far, quite straight as well. My putting has been a lot better as well last year, so that helped me a lot because to win golf tournaments, obviously you got to putt well. So yeah, I think my whole game overall is quite good. So just very pleased to actually got some good results. You know, it's always satisfying to know that your work is paying off.
Most certainly, and it certainly has paid off, because that win in Qatar has moved you up to 63rd in the world rankings, which means you now qualify for next week's WGC match play. This will be one of the most competitive fields that you've ever played in. What are your thoughts heading into it?
Well, it's very exciting. As you said, it's going to be the biggest tournament of my life so far. So yeah, it's exciting. I think as well I should have good hopes for it, because with a good week I can also qualify for the Masters. So I think that should kind of be a goal for me to do well there and not just go there to see what's going on. So actually, yeah, as I said, I have good hopes for it, and hopefully I can do well and yeah, play well.
Yeah, you've opened up some doors to some great opportunities. Now, growing up in France, which golfers did you particularly model your game on, if any? Obviously, Thomas Levay was a huge figure in French golf. Were there any other international players that you imitated? Well,
Thomas, yeah, we're from the same golf course in France, around Paris. So yeah, obviously he was a good inspiration for me as a kid growing up. He's played one or two Ryder Cups, I think. But also I think Victor Dubuisson for me was a good model, because I was a little bit older when Victor was doing so well on tour. So yeah, I think especially Victor, he reached top 15 in the world, won the Ryder Cup. So yeah, he showed for us French golfer that it's possible. So now I know him quite well as a person. So yeah, it's nice to be able to talk with Victor about what happened in his career, and yeah, I think he's a really nice guy as well. So Victor is a good model.
Well, you could well be the next big name in French golf, Antoine. But finally, you may well be eligible to compete in the Olympics this year. First of all, how much would it mean for you to represent your country in that event? And even looking ahead, how much of a goal would it be to represent France at the 2024 Paris Olympics?
Well, I think the Olympics for me has always been a dream, because I'm a sports fan in general. I love every sport. I played a lot of different sports growing up. So yeah, it's going to be so exciting. It's a dream for me to play in the Olympics. Hopefully I can, keep playing well and make sure I qualify for this one in Japan. But yeah, obviously the ones in Paris in 2024 are just going to be, yeah, obviously a big goal for me, because play at home, the course is only 30 minutes away from where I live, so it's going to be an amazing time. And yeah, I think it will be a dream and a goal for me in 3 years from now.
Well, you are riding some great momentum at the moment, an epic finish to your win on the European Tour last week. So best of luck in Texas next week, and have a wonderful year, Antoine. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And the PGA Tour is in Palm Beach this week for the Honda Classic. Lee Westwood gets another crack at the top of the leaderboard. Daniel Berger as well, the highest ranked player in the field. And Sungjae Im is your defending champion. Joaquin Niemann, Phil Mickelson and Ricky Fowler will also be teeing it up on Thursday.